Welcome to Hot Women Wanted.
We're three childhood best friends who have been through it all and talk about it all. Everything from hot flashes to hot takes to hot topics. So come join us.
Hi, hotties. Happy 2025 and welcome back to Hot Women Wanted. This is our episode 8. Can you believe it?
So exciting.
I know. I'm Meredith Young. I'm joined by my fellow hottie and bestie, Juli Cola.
Hi, hotties.
On vacation today is Julie Strauss-Greeley, so she's not with us. So you're just seeing the two of us today. So I'm just checking in with you, Jules. How are you doing? How was your 2025?
I was great. We were away for the holidays and I ate a little too much. I drank a little too much on vacation, and that really did disrupt my sleep, I have to say. It did.
Yeah.
Even though, I was on vacation, I was relaxed at nighttime, restless, twisting and turning, waking up. So
Yeah.
even though I was having a good time, for the 50 plus gal, the drinking and the late night dinners, it's not the best combo. So
No.
my temperature check was not great, I will say.
You temperature check.
I'm on detox this week.
What'd you say?
My pretend detox. I'm not doing dry January. I can't do it. I'm not even going to pretend to do it. But I am I'm not having a margarita every night like I was on vacation.
So that's your dry. That's your version of dry.
That's my version of a dry January, starting on a Thursday.
Exactly. I think I'm gaining weight from my progesterone. And so,
Gosh.
I don't know. This HRT thing, it's a journey.
It is a journey. Are you pulling the full plug?
Not pulling the full plug. I'm just going to pull back a little bit. I am calling my doctor just to see what to do, but not thrilled with the weight gain.
Oh, and you really, both you and Julie really had me sucked in. Like I was ready to jump into the HRT.
I know everybody, but everybody's saying it's the best thing to do. But I was out to brunch with a friend on Sunday and she was like, progesterone makes you gain weight. She's like, you should cut your dose in half. So
maybe you're just taking too much of it. Maybe the balance is off. I don't know. I'm not in either one.
I'm going to check it out. So
okay. I heard you lose weight on HRT, to be honest, because it balances out your hormones.
I know. Well, for anybody who's following at least my HRT journey, it has not been a straight line.
Okay.
It's curvy like my body.
Well, I'll let you be the trial and error person before I jump in, because I always
am. As I always am.
We might have to get the weighted vests. All right. Let's face it.
Not kidding. I'm literally one finger away from pressing the button.
I just made a cottage cheese dessert for myself that I thought was going to be my afternoon treat, which was disgusting. We have a little friend that might have to leave your room.
Hey, no. Okay. Sorry. I have some puppies with me here today. Okay. So,
let's talk about Golden Globes. Let's move on to it, because it was last night. That is hot. That's hot news. That's hot at the press. And I thought Nikki Glaser, we will talk about it. There was some ups and lows, but I have to say Nikki Glaser did a great job.
Yes.
I gotta give it to her. I love her. Yeah. And that was a very big gig for her. And I thought she did a great job.
I saw it today on YouTube. I missed it live, but yes, yeah. I thought she was very, very good.
I mean, she did some edgy. Listen, Ricky Gervais for me, he's so edgy. He makes the room so uncomfortable. I like that. Like, I love that. You know what I mean? He makes the room so uncomfortable. She didn't do that, but she definitely pushed buttons. I thought she was great. I thought she handled the room really well. Yeah. So I was like, all right, she's the hot woman. She's not a hot woman wanted. She's too young. But I mean, I loved her. So she did a great job.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought it was kind of a snooze. I had like 3 takeaways.
Okay.
1, I don't believe for 1 second that Timothy Chalamet and Kendall Jenner are together.
All right. I agree with you. And then I noticed the cameras did not go on her. Did you notice that?
No.
You really never saw her.
Yeah.
You never saw her. So I think they were like, whatever, Kris Jenner, you're not getting your moment. Those cameras were so tight on him, you did not see her. You know what I mean? Where she was dying for them to be like, dying for them to be photographed. She wasn't on the red carpet.
Yeah. That's true.
And I didn't see her in the camera, like this, whatever the CBS cameras they were not focusing on her. Yeah. I mean, I saw paparazzi pictures today online, but I thought that was interesting. Like they didn't want to steal his moment,
That's true. He does deserve his moment.
Although he lost, but whatever.
I know, but still, you're nominated.
I heard it's a great movie. I didn't see a lot of the movie. I heard it's a great movie. I definitely want to see it.
I do want to see it too. Okay, my second hot take on this is we are on hot takes, right? Yes.
Yeah, well, we're doing a hot takes on Golden Globes, and let's do two hot women wanted who we want to talk about. Pamela Anderson.
That's what I was going to say.
And Demi Moore.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Because she won, and I loved her speech. I loved Demi Moore's speech.
I told you, I'm obsessed in a weird way, a very, very bizarre way. I'm obsessed with the Willis children.
Yeah, I know. That's such an interesting. You're obsessed. I'm not obsessed with
them for years. It's like I know them personally. They are lovely, lovely girls. And when they were jumping for joy for their mom, I was jumping with them. Like, oh my gosh.
I feel very behind. I didn't see Substance. I'm gonna see all these movies. I want to see Substance. I'm dying to see the Pamela Anderson movie, The Last Showgirl. Yeah. I want to see Conclave. That's actually my sister's brother-in-law's movie. I'm dying to see that.
Yeah.
I want to see Enora. I heard that's amazing. So there's so many movies I have to catch up on for before the Academy Awards.
Yeah. Yeah. No, me too. I want to see them all too. Okay, my third hot take is, and I might get dragged for this, and I might end up in the hot seat.
You might. Okay, say it.
I find Ariana Grande super annoying.
Okay, and I know you were going to say that, and I think she's now, I love Cynthia Erivo. But did you see Wicked?
Yes.
Okay, I loved Wicked.
Loved Wicked.
It's great.
I loved her in the movie.
I loved her in the movie.
I hate her in real life. In real life, she is so over the top with her expressions and her.
They have a very strange press tour going on. I don't get it. With them holding hands and acting strange and clinging to each other. It's very bizarre. It's so not working. It's just weird.
It's awkward.
It's so weird and so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. I don't get it.
It's uncomfortable.
It's really strange.
Yes. Yes.
It's very strange. And Ariana Grande is so tiny, and then she presented with somebody. I forgot who the actor was, but he was so tall. It was such a bizarre.
Yes, I agree with you. I don't remember who it was either, but yes. Right. But even her facial expression, like somebody said something and she made a gesture, and I was like, "You're so phony." Like it's so funny.
Well, you know, these things, these award shows are so rehearsed. I mean, if they're talking to the audience, that's a gig. You know what I mean? It's already been set up. You know, so
totally.
But overall, it was a little boring. I mean, it wasn't boring, but there was no drama. You know, you love a little drama, a little mistake, something. Oh, I know. There was a mistake. Can't think of her name. Zoe Saldana. It was from the movie with Selena Gomez. Can you look it up now real quick?
Yeah.
It won a bunch of awards. The main woman in the movie is transgender.
Wait, so Zoe
Saldana with a Z.
Zoe
Saldana?
Saldana.
Amelia something.
Amelia Perez.
Okay, so that one won a lot of awards.
Okay. That
actress won an award in the beginning. She gave a very long-winded speech, but I was happy for her. It was very long-winded. It was a little too long. You know, you should have, you wanted the music to play, but they don't do that on the Golden Globes. But then, at the end of the night, the writers or producers or someone got an award. It wasn't her award, and she ran on stage and stayed there, and it was bizarre.
Wait, why?
I don't know. It was and she was kind of stealing their moment. It was very strange. And no one talked about it in the press. I was Googling it today.
Oh.
It was very strange and weird.
That is strange and weird.
It was really weird. So that was
I missed that.
Bizarro moment.
Yeah.
All right.
I was only half watching.
All right. So that's it for the Golden Globes, right? Okay. We're done. Okay. Let's move on.
Well, I'm going to move on to my hot trend.
Okay.
And I really went back and forth this week about like what should be in my hot trend. And
your beauty trend. Your beauty trend.
My beauty trend. Sorry, my hot beauty trend. Right. I went back and forth, and I was in Sephora, just not for anything in particular this weekend with Drew, and I was looking at other stuff, and I came upon this Ilia, it's called a lip crayon.
I have it.
And this color is Gala.
I have Gala.
I love it. I'm wearing it now.
Okay, I love it. However, have you tried to sharpen it yet?
I bought the sharpener.
Me too. Have you sharpened it yet?
No.
Good luck. Good luck.
Tell me more. I bought the sharpener for like
me too.
$18.
Same thing. Bought the sharpener First of all, I thought to myself, I'm not buying that sharpener. I'm just going to use my sharpener at home. Refused to buy the sharpener at first. Then I was using my sharpener at home, was eating it up alive. You know, it was like a monster eating up my beautiful Gala. I'm like, no, not the Gala, you know. Then I finally caved and bought their sharpener. Devours your pencil.
You're kidding me.
Now, that's the problem. I mean, I love Ilia. It's one of my favorite brands. I love that pencil. I love the color. It does not sharpen well. And it's a real bummer.
That is a bummer. Now I use it all the time. Now I'm afraid to use it. It's like, you know, when you don't want to change the light bulb of like a light that's really way up.
And that's what's going to happen to you. Now, I'm every time I go to sharpen it, I feel like I ruin the pencil. It's like this big now because I keep on. It keeps on devouring my pencil.
Okay, well, maybe. How long ago was that?
I don't know, like 8 months ago. Maybe you think they improved it? You're saying?
I'm hoping.
Is your sharpener white?
Do not rain on my parade, my Ilia parade.
It's gonna maul your Gala. You're gonna hear the screaming from the pencil.
I can't wait to bring.
It's like a bloodbath color. It's like a bloodbath of your favorite color.
I'll give you an update next week.
I want to see how far you are. I want to see where you are.
Open
it up. I want to see how far you are. If you need to sharpen it.
Oh no, not yet. I just got it.
Don't sharpen it. Just don't. As long as you can, don't sharpen it.
Don't ever sharpen the pencil.
It ruins your pencil.
It's a fabulous product.
I loved it until you have to sharpen it, and then somehow everything goes down after that.
Great.
But I love Ilia. I do love Ilia, but
I do love Ilia too.
But that's a little bit.
That was my great beauty trend.
It is.
I
You
have to sharpen it, I guess, and I will give you all an update on how the.
I have two colors from that. I have a second one that I love the color as well, but I mean,
I know you got a different color.
No, I have two.
Color. You have two colors?
I have two different colors, and I love them both. But the sharpening has been a disaster. I will tell. I hate to say it.
All right.
So
let's move on to hot off the press.
And this is really hot off the press.
This is like
this. And we have to say 1,000 allegedly because we're not lawyers.
This is 100% allegedly. I will say that I've been off of work for 3 weeks. This is my second job, the podcast. Right. I actually have a different job. And I took 3 weeks off and I had nothing but time. And I will tell you that the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni drama and lawsuits.
Did you see the movie?
Kept me very busy. I refuse to see the movie now because now it's too awkward. I hadn't seen the movie. I was going to see the movie.
I saw the movie. I think I saw the movie before I even knew what was going on.
Okay. Now it's too awkward for me. I'm definitely not going to see the movie.
The movie's fine. I mean, the movie's fine. It's not like the best movie you've ever seen. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, but now it's awkward. It's a very heavy topic. I'm not going to watch that with the two of them. I will start out by saying I always believe women. I stand by women. I believe women. I believe something happened. I believe that Blake felt something. That much I believe. And I also believe that Justin felt a need to defend himself. And I don't know that they ever implemented it, but there was definitely talk of some kind of smear campaign. And then beyond that, I just don't know. I don't know what happened.
And we have to say allegedly, because we don't know. We're just reading. All we're reading is what we're reading.
Yeah.
And you're reading what her publicist wants you to read, and then you're reading what his publicist wants you to read. So we're all being manipulated. We don't know.
But I will say, there's got to be some there. I don't know that any woman, it's humiliating. Sexual harassment is humiliating, degrading. Most normal women would not come forward with that kind of humiliating accusation if it weren't at least partly true.
Allegedly. I would definitely want it. You wouldn't want her to not be telling the truth. You know what I mean? Because we want women, we want people to believe women when this happens.
Exactly. But anyway, it has kind of been juicy following the whole thing. And now I know he has a $250 million lawsuit against the New York Times.
And we're not the New York Times, so we don't want him to sue us. We're just a little podcast. We're just a little podcast with a little opinion. We're just some 50 plus women with nothing better to do but gossip about you. Please don't sue us.
Let's do us. I'm not saying you did anything wrong. I'm just saying, as a woman, allegedly, as a woman, I believe women. I really do.
I always believe women too. I don't know. If he's having receipts now too, all of a sudden that's coming out. I don't know. I always believe women. I think people should believe women first.
Yeah. But anyway, I was following that. Perez Hilton had a lot to say, and I listened.
Really, Perez Hilton?
Listen,
please.
He
That should not be our
he was-
source of news.
he was very thorough. He was very thorough.
Where?
Very
Who's
thorough.
whispering in his ear?
He did his homework. He had the receipts, and I listened. I was listening.
If he has the receipts, it's only because someone handed them to him.
Well, no, like he had screenshots of like
Right.
all
I mean, they're all leaked, but they're leaking them on purpose.
I know. I'm
That's
just
that's what a publicity campaign is.
yeah. I know.
But I'm into following, and I want to see this through.
Yeah.
The other hot news item is not so, thank God, heavy-handed. We hate to see it, but Paige and Craig from Southern Charm and Summer House have broken up.
I know.
Now, did we see this coming? Kind of.
A mile a minute. I mean, like this a
Paige
mile away. A mile
Paige
away.
was never moving to Charleston. Craig was never, ever moving to New York City.
Never.
I mean, I knew that. There was no way. He had the house. He's building that pool. He loves it. She loves New York City. It's like,
never gonna happen.
I'm gonna age myself, but our audience will appreciate it. It's like Green Acres. Like Jacques Gabor. Oh, New York is where I'd rather be. That's only for a select few. I hope that's for our audience.
Wow, Jules. I think Green Acres was maybe even before our time. Wasn't that the talking horse, Mr. Ed?
No, that's Mr. Ed. He's
Oh.
not Talking Horse and Green Acres.
Green Acres is you've really aged yourself. Like
It's a very old show, but it's sort of like Craig. Well, actually, Craig O'Connor is very rich, but I'm not surprised, but I am bummed. You know what I mean? But I think it's of course, her statement on Giggly Squad, because I listened to that one episode.
yeah.
I like her, but I don't actually listen to Giggly Squad. But I listened to that episode where she said, "Oh, this isn't orchestrated. Nobody can tell me when I'm going to break up." However, the breakup does come right when Southern Charm is airing.
That's true.
And I have to say, because I did watch the first couple of episodes of Southern Charm, which I am enjoying, and Craig, he's not having a good season. It's really, the editors are sort of out to get him. It's not a good season for him. And you didn't watch this last episode, right?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, so this last episode was, let me see, let me get out my notes. It was a bad episode for him. He wasn't invited to Miss Patricia's birthday dinner because he doesn't show up for any of his friends when when Austin or any of the guys ask him to go out for dinner. He says, "I can't go. I want to stay home. You have to come to my house, hang by the pool." And he lives in the suburbs. He doesn't live actually in the city, and that nobody wants to go. So it's making him look like a little strange, a little annoying, kind of like an old man who doesn't want to leave the house. Yeah. And then the odd twist was, women freeze their eggs. Yeah. Did you see this part?
I read about this. He froze his sperm.
He's freezing his sperm. I've never heard of that before.
Well, freezing your sperm bank? Like, isn't it like...
That's not freezing your sperm.
No, but it is like I assumed what they were talking about was not freezing the sperm, but was like, however they...
But that's people do that to donate. Like, if you think about it, like Robert De Niro is 82 and he's still having kids.
True.
Like,
that's
men
true.
don't really need to freeze their sperm. Women have to freeze their eggs.
That's
so
true.
I thought that was a little bit of a bizarre twist, and Paige did not seem into it at all. So this really looked like the whole season's going to be the downfall of their relationship.
Yeah.
And I think it's just going to be followed by Summer House.
I can't wait for you to keep telling me about it.
Because I want you to watch it. I know. It's so good. Southern Charm is really good.
I know.
I think you have to get into it.
It's just
really good.
It feels like another show.
I know, but it's a good one. It's a good one. It really is. It's good. It's a real relationship.
And I haven't brought this up to you before, and I really would like you to receive this with an open mind.
Oh, no.
Can you take a breath?
No.
Could you take a breath, please? Because I would like you to receive what I'm about to say with an open heart and an open mind.
Yes.
I personally think we should watch this season of The Bachelor.
I'm not going to. But you can.
I asked you.
I can't watch it. I just can't watch it anymore. We have so much on our plate. Traitors is coming up. Which we're going to do next.
That's how I feel about Southern Charm.
Okay, here, how about this? Strauss and I, Julie Strauss-Greeley and I will cover Southern Charm, and you can do the Bachelor updates. That will be your new section.
Okay, we'll see. I would prefer if one of you would watch with me.
It's gonna be your segment.
I would prefer if one of you would watch with me, but if
anymore.
Not, but if not,
I've lost interest in the Bachelor franchise. I have.
Okay.
I think Hannah Brown was the last good Bachelorette.
Well, you don't watch. How would you know?
I know. Well, I loved her. She was I loved her.
Well, Jules, a lot of them are good, and you only watched one.
Now,
so now
you will be the
love one.
voice of the Bachelor, but moving on.
Okay.
I'm going to give you that.
Okay.
Can we talk about the Traitors trailer? What'd you think?
Just watched that today.
The 7-minute trailer was really good.
Okay, so I will tell you that I was texting. It's only 7 minutes, but I was texting Juli Cola during as I was watching, saying, "I don't think I see Survivor Rob here." And I was like, "Jules, I don't think I see for Survivor Rob. Is he in this?" And then, should I spoil it for our listeners?
I think you could spoil it because it's already out.
It's out. Okay. And then lo and behold, he's
the twist.
got a chance. He's got a chance to be in it. And I really, really hope that he gets in it because he's going to be the whole show.
Mary, he's in the trailer. Of course he makes it.
What do
you think they're going to hire Boston Rob and not have him in it?
Well, yeah, but they have to, somebody has to.
Okay,
Who do you think they kick out?
If anybody let's explain it. If anybody hasn't seen the 7-minute trailer for the new season of the Traitors, they have Dorinda. Who else do they have? People from Survivor, All-Stars from Survivor on it. So great All-Stars from Survivor.
Some Big Brother people. Yeah.
That was a weird one. Zac Efron's brother. Who gives a shit?
I know.
I was like, what?
All right. Well, we'll get to know him.
I'm like, get a Zac Efron. What is he doing? He can't make the Traitor? We're getting his brother?
Charles.
I mean, I just didn't know who he was. But anyway, the usual mix of suspects, some you know, some you don't know, some competitive people from Survivor and Big Brother and all of that. We have Dorinda, we have Dolores.
I said that. Yeah. Dolores.
And then they have all there are people from the show. They're in shields, the creepy people in shields. They have masks on and capes. And, Alan Cummings comes and he does his dramatic entrance and you're wondering who everybody is. Then all of a sudden the people with the masks leave except for one person. And then Alan Cummings says, there's a twist this year. Some person wasn't invited on the show, but he asked if he can be invited. And we said, well, only if one person, if somebody wants you to enter the game, you can enter the game, but then they get to vote somebody off immediately, right?
They have to. They have to vote somebody out. So if I walk up and I say, okay, I want Rob on here, I then have to pick somebody to leave.
So if you're from Big Brother and somebody from Big Brother voted you off immediately on the show and you can't stand them, you can actually say, I want Rob, and then kick off the guy who kicked you off Big Brother. That's a good twist. That's going to happen.
It is a good twist.
So somebody's really not going to get it. What are you looking at, time?
No.
Okay. So that was a good twist. So that's how. So then it landed. Boston Rob revealed himself, and then we don't know who's going to actually ask Rob to enter the game, and then somebody's going to have to leave.
I'm excited for that. I'm so excited for some Traitors.
That was a great 7-minute teaser.
It was great.
Now for $1, when does it start?
Yeah, I was just thinking, what day of the week is it even on? I'm dying to see it. I'm going to have to look that up.
We're going to have to look that up. I have no idea, but I think it looks really good.
No idea, but it looks great. And by the way, if Strauss were here, Strauss Greeley were here, she would know.
Well, you usually fact check for us.
Do you want me to fact check right now?
Yeah, fact check that. When do we think that will be on?
Okay, Traitors starts. The release date is January 9th on Peacock. And the 9th is, what's today? The 6th. So it's in 3 days. So it's Thursday, right?
Oh, maybe it's this Thursday. Maybe it's this week.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Okay. And I have to say, being on vacation, none of our shows when Bravo was on hiatus, I'm excited to see Salt Lake City back. Let's vote it. New year. Who got your All-Star? Who got your 2024 award for best reality? I think Salt Lake City has to win.
And I'm going to even go one step further and say Mary.
Mary. Okay. We're going to give it to Mary and we're going to give it to Salt Lake City.
Yeah.
Is there a number 2? Salt Lake City by
Is there a number 2 for you?
I'm going to say, Traitors, even though that's not a Bravo, I thought Traitors season 2 with Phaedra was incredible.
Incredible.
Totally. Yeah. That was fabulous television.
I agree. And Phaedra was the winner.
Oh yeah. She was a winner. I mean, that was incredible TV.
Yeah.
I think Salt Lake City this year and Salt Lake City last year with receipts, proof, timeline, everything. Yeah. That was amazing TV. I mean, Salt Lake City wins 2 years in a row.
It was great.
We'll have to see what happens with Beverly Hills.
Jules, before we go into our closing hot takes, do you think my hair looks a little too blonde?
It looks very Aaron Leachy, as somebody on TikTok told Mary, she looks like Erin Leachy.
I might be getting a little too blonde. I'm gonna have to ask her why she's like. We're
It is
gonna.
a little blonde. It's a little, what's it, light brown? Light
Yeah.
golden brown. Light golden brown.
Golden brown. Okay.
Well, it's funny you should say that because I got my hair colored before the holiday and I thought she went a little dark.
Because I'm looking at the two of us,
Yeah.
and there's a big contrast between our hair colors.
Well, my hair is naturally very dark, but I usually
mine.
wear it a little lighter. And is it too, I'm too dark? It's like a little,
I actually am liking your hair dark.
you are.
I am. I like it.
Okay.
I know
Okay.
it was dark, and I like it.
It's actually this is closer to this is my real hair color.
I like it.
I think I'm not used to it because you know what? My hair gets really like a lot of color over the summer. 'Cause I have red in my hair.
No, I really like it. I think it looks
Okay.
good. Okay.
Thank you. All right. Well, I like your hair color. So there you go. Let's keep
Do
it.
you? I was thinking maybe it's a little too. Anyway, a little too light, but we'll see. We'll see.
I think it looks pretty.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. Let's. We're doing great on time.
Okay.
Let's move into, because I think you've got a great story to tell, and I would just want to sit back,
Okay.
relax, grab my popcorn, and listen to this.
Okay. So we do our closing hot takes, right? And we talk about things that have to do with menopause. So we've been talking about brain fog a lot, right? And brain fog this and brain fog that. And I claim I don't have it. And do I have it? And I screwed up Chloe's movers, as we know. And then we are driving in the car to go to my sister-in-law's house for the holidays. Oh, no, this is right before we get into the car. Steven says to me, oh, we got this Christmas card from these people. I have no idea who it is. And I said, well, it's the Christmas card. And I have it right here, the Christmas card. And it reads, Happy Holidays. We love and miss you guys so much from our family gatherings and city nights, dinners. And we always love looking back at our photos with all the memories. And we laugh out loud so hard. We are keeping up with the podcast, and so are our girls. They are loving every second. Love and miss you, Jennifer and Mark. Now, I can't tell you how flattered I was that the podcast was mentioned in the card. I was like, wow.
You were like,
I'm like, they loving the podcast, and so are their girls. But who is Jennifer and Mark? And Steven said, I don't know. I thought you would know. And then we look at the envelope, and it says 2nd Avenue, New York City. That's the Upper East Side. I'm thinking, who lives on 2nd Avenue? I don't know anybody who lives on 2nd Avenue. I don't know one Jennifer and Mark together. I go through all my Facebook friends. I go through Instagram like an egomaniac and think, oh, must be somebody on TikTok. So I go through all the people following us on TikTok like a lunatic. Then we're in traffic going to Long Island for Christmas Eve. And I'm talking about this for an hour and 15 minutes straight, going through everybody I possibly know who's Jennifer and Mark, quoting the card. They're loving the podcast. I'm like, it's so flattering. It is so flattering they're loving the podcast. Then we walk into my sister-in-law's house. I'm still talking about this Christmas card and drinking a glass of wine, eating that cheese plate like nonstop. And I bring it up. I'm like, I got to tell you, I got this Christmas card. It is killing me. I have no idea who it is. And my sister-in-law says, oh, that is so strange. I'm like, I know, it's just killing me. I go, but they love the podcast. I'm like, so flattered. I'm like, I said, they know us very well. They're reflecting on our years back in the city, but I just can't figure it out who it is. And then my niece, Lindsay, says, there's a TikTok trend called, you send a fake Christmas card to a relative with very specific details. I'm like, what? Then I look at Chloe's face. And she's completely smiling. I'm like, oh my God, I have fallen for yet another TikTok trend for my family. So my son, Charlie, wrote the card, specifically mentioning the podcast. No, I would be completely obsessed with that detail. And I fell for the fake Christmas card TikTok trend, thinking it was menopause, brain fog. I'm thinking, I really got to get on that HRT. I can't remember my dear friends, Jennifer and Mark. I'm like, I don't care what Mary says. I want the creatine so I can figure out my dear friends, Jennifer and Mark.
I will sacrifice my kidneys.
Who love the podcast. I'm taking the creatine for Jennifer and Mark. So we can move on the city.
Kidney anyway.
Exactly. I have to do it for my fans. And they're girls who are loving the podcast. Charlie really fell into my ego. I completely got sucked in. It was humiliating.
Oh my God. That's the second time, Joel. You can
know.
get on it a little bit.
I know. And The weirdest thing is I run our TikTok account. You think I would know TikTok trends. So humiliating.
Humiliating.
Oh my God, they were laughing so hard.
Oh my God, that is hilarious. I remember when you reached out, you were like, do you guys know a Jennifer and Mark?
I'm like, because they're loving the podcast. So are the girls. I mean, it's in our group chat.
I know.
It's so humiliating.
It is. Well, listen, they got you. They got you
They
twice.
got me. They got me.
My kids have gotten me 0 times so far. So I'm more likely to get them at this point.
I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe it. So anyway,
it's funny.
I do need the creatine.
Don't go for the creatine. And by the way, aren't you still on the pill?
No. If I was on the pill, would I be getting my period? Oh no, you still get your period on the pill.
Yeah, you do. But you're not. Are you still getting your period?
I got my period right. I told you this. I got my period right before Christmas.
Yeah. So you really don't even deserve to be on this podcast. You haven't entered the club yet.
This was a good 2025 hello to our hotties.
Yes, it was great.
Juli Strauss-Greeley, we miss you. We can't wait to see you next week.
We miss you, Jules. Hottie.
And Juli will have all her new hot takes. I'm sure she'll be.
Juli will join in next week. We'll all 3 be here, and we can talk Traitors. So we'll
talk Traitors, right?
Yeah, we'll be back, and we'll have a lot to talk about.
And hotties, remember we are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. We are on TikTok, as long as there is still TikTok for a couple more weeks.
Instagram.
Exactly. Instagram, follow us on Instagram, and give us any questions or you want us to talk about anything.
Questions. If you ask a question, we'll definitely. Well, I can't say definitely, but we will.
No, we'd love to answer it. Or if you have a beauty product you want us to try out, we'll do that too.
Oh my God, we'd love to try out a beauty product. I'm looking for. Hey, if any of our hotties out there have any suggestions for like a really hydrating cream, I would take it.
Mary, you just sold your barber one, your Barber Stern.
I love it, but I'm looking for more.
Really?
I still use that. I'm so dry. Yes.
All right. Well, anyone has suggestions? We know Juli Strauss-Greeley will have a suggestion for you next week.
For sure.
But in the meantime, anybody else have a suggestion? Let's do it.
Yep. I love you, Jules.
Love you.
I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye, guys.